Hello everyone, hope you all doing good. So today in our session we are going to see what is the difference between local variables and rule inputs. Let's try to understand what is variable basically. Variable is like a container which holds the value. Okay, we're coming to local variables. Local variables can be used within the scope. Like within the scope, in the sense, let's take a function. Function will contain parameters. That parameters can be used within that function. We cannot use outside the function. In the similar way, local variables can be used locally. It cannot be used outside of that scope. Now, in order to declare local variables, you need to add a function called local variable. Okay, within that local variables, if you see, these are the parameters available. Local variable 1 to local variable n number of local variables you can add, and at the finally the expression is nothing but whatever we put in the expression, that will be our output. I'll explain you local variable how to create that by using local bank. Like variable name, first variable name I'm giving as test1, and the second variable I'm giving as local bank test2. In this way you can declare n number of local variables. Okay. uh, and expression, we're coming to expression. I just want to get output as a test. I just printed the test. When we click on test, my output is now test. So where whatever we have in the expression as a output, that will be getting as output. Now, in this local variable, I just want to hold some value like apple. So I just want to print this local bank test as my output. In that case, I'll be removing this and I will be calling that local variable in my expression part. So I'll be printing that. So once we test that, you will be getting apple as output, since the local variable holds that value as a container. Now, if you see, there is one more warning like stating like unused local variable. Try make sure like remove unnecessary local variables if those are not needed. And so that is one of the best practice that we need to follow, both for the local variables and the rule inputs. And also for the local bank test 2, I just want to print orange. Okay, I just want to merge these two. Then I'll just print ampersand local bank test 2, so that uh, my output should be apple and orange. So this is how the local variables can be used. And also one more thing we can do, like local bank test 3. In this local variable, I would like to use one more local variable as a nested thing. Even we can able to do that. So in this local variable, I'd like to name it like test 4 and local bank test 5. Okay, and the expression part, I just want to print abc. Okay, ABC. So if I want to call local bank test 4 and 5, can I do that? Can we give a try? Local bank test 4. I just want to print local bank test 4. If you see, I couldn't able to see that local bank test 4 and local bank test 5, because if you see, this local variable is unclosed until here. It can be used within the scope. These cannot be used outside the scope. It is part of the scope itself. These local variables. These variables will be part of within the scope. This is how we need to declare the local variables. Now I'd like to print local bank test when I test 4. Okay, so here you can able to pick all locals, since local variable, this top local variable is the global one. So this global one, whatever locals we have declared inside, you can call it anywhere else. That is how it happens. Now I'd like to print local bank 4, and I am having it as something water. So I'd like to print all those locals, all these declared locals as a output. And I'll be using ampersand to merge all those. local bank test 2, and the local bank test 3. Okay, this when we click on test, so this is how the output is getting printed. Okay, now coming to rule inputs. Rule inputs, it's like giving input and getting output. It can be used outside of the scope as well. So that is the main thing about the rule inputs. In order to create rule input, you can click here, or Control I you can click as a shortcut. And now I'm just providing input 1. I'm making it as integer. So my rule, I just want to enter my input is like 10, and along with this text I want to print this value as an output. In that case, just you need to pass ampersand RA bank input 1. So rule inputs will be called with prefix RA bank. This is how the rule inputs and local variables will be working. Yeah, thank you for watching.